Hey guys, and welcome to another CGNow episode. Before we get into this tutorial, I want to tell you guys that my voice was really sore in the tutorial. I think that it still is, and it was sort of, hard, and it went hard on the ears, and that was not pleasant. I'm so sorry. Second of all, I know this video is long. Don't panic. It's really easy to follow. Most of the times it's just me doing one thing instead of doing a time lapse. So yeah, it's just to show you guys how it's really done. That's why it's so long, because I try to do it step by step because you guys requested that. So without any further ado, let's get straight to the tutorial. Hey guys, welcome to another CGNow episode. In the episode of today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve another typography type effect in Illustrator. You can use this pretty much anywhere, hence it's a scalable vector graphic. You can use it on your posters, on your desktop background, anywhere. It's real nice, the way it looks, as you've seen, and that's pretty much it. All you need for this is the font that I've listed in the description below. Make sure you get that before you watch this tutorial. Okay, done? Good. Let's just head straight into this tutorial. So what you want to do is simple. Get a new project. So create a new project, new document, whatever, and get the A4 preset. If you don't know how to get the A4 preset, it was brought to my attention, guys, that not all of you know how to use Illustrator. So in order to make your life easier and make my life easier, you just want to follow me through. My tutorials are now going to be step by step, so you guys can learn how to be a master of whatever software I am using. Alright, so you want to create a new project. Go into the print tab to get the A4 preset. That's the industry standard one that we have, and you just want to double click this. But since it's in my recents, I'm just going to get here and double click it. Go here and double click it, whatever. It should open up on your main screen, but I have another project open up to the side, so it opened up next to that one. So I just dragged it onto my main screen. Okay, so now with your type tool selected, you just want to click in the middle of the project and create a type text, whatever. Alright, so in order to edit this, you need your character tab, character menu, character, whatever. In order to get it, all you need to do is go into the window up here, go into the type tab here, and you just want to hit character and make sure you get open type as well, because these are the two that we're going to be using with typography, at least in my tutorials. So get these two and you should be set. Now that you have that, make sure you select all of the type, go into the character tab, and here where it says the font, you just want to type in the name of the font I've sent you, which is Sign Painter House Script. Good. Now you just want to type in your word. For me, it's going to be fall, because I like the way this word looks with this font. And you just want to scale this up just by a tiny bit, and make sure you hit Shift and Alt so that it scales up symmetrically. It's like so. You just want to zoom in so that you have it kind of like this, so it's easier for us to see what we're doing. Very well. Now we need to create outlines of this text so that we can work with it better and stuff like that. So what we want to do is simple. Right click the text and hit here, create outlines, Shift Control or Shift Commando on Mac. And now you see that we have outlines as just a path pretty much. But they're kind of separated, so how do we fix that? We just want to go into the Pathfinder tab, which if you don't have, Window and Pathfinder. There you go, that's how you get it. And that's pretty much it. You just want to hit the button here which says Unite, or how I like to call it, Merge. So we just merge them, and that's pretty much it. They're merged right now. We have one single compound path of the text. Now what we want to do is add a bit of a stroke to it, a black stroke. Okay, so just add a bit of a stroke to it, just so that it looks sort of like this. Okay, now we want to create outlines if you will, of this stroke as well. To do that, we don't do it like we did it last time. We just select the whole thing, go to Object, Expand, and we have fill in the stroke. Make sure you hit OK. And now it looks like we have many lines, many strokes. To fix that, we go into the Pathfinder and hit Unite or Merge. Now we have a compound path that works real fine with our purposes. Now, what we want to do is simple. We want to create a fill for our thing. I'm just gonna be making a gradient because gradients are awesome. Just wanna select our type, and I'm just gonna hit the gradient. Now we have a new gradient. So I'm just gonna make a gradient from this blue. I know, let's just add another one to a darker blue, just like this. Then we're gonna add another thing, which is going to be some purple pinkish color, I think. And I think, no, purple, pinkish, and pinkish like that, and some orange color. I think this one is gonna work well. Or this one. There you go. Now we want to change the proportion of our gradient so now it's sort of okay. You know what I mean by okay. Don't do that. Just select these color thingies and just do that. There you go. Now we have a nice gradient that suits our needs. Very nice. Now what we want to do is select this and make sure we lock it. To do that, we just go to Object and Lock Selection. Now we can't grab it, which is good. Now what we want to do is zoom in just a little bit more. Hit P for the pen tool, or just hit this pen right here. And what we want to do is do shadows where text overlaps. You'll see what I mean in a second. Just hit D for the default, and you know, just like give that a no fill the stroke. Now what we want to do is follow me. You just want to go with the pen tool and create paths where the text would overlap, so we can create the shadows later on. So we just want to, you know, create these paths right here so that they kind of are the same with a text, a curvature and stuff. You guys know what I mean. Okay. And where else would there be shadow? I guess here. You can see that you're gonna get in the rhythm real quick. I mean, you're going to tell whether there's gonna be shadow somewhere or not. It's hard till you do it the first time, but once you did it, you can't really forget it. So yeah, you can tell I had a lot of practice before I done this on camera. Okay, this is not really perfect. It really has to be perfect. This is a real tedious process, guys, so I'm just gonna do it with you and you know, do a little bit of commentary while we do it. Okay, so that's all. No, wait, I did it wrong. It's like this. It really has to be perfect, so that's why we can't really take any chances, because then the effect is not gonna look good. This is really tedious, guys, but it's so important, because if you take your time and do it perfectly, and you know, don't be lazy and picky about it, you're gonna get your friend's attention. Okay, so do something like that. Now what we want to do is make another gradient. Gradient. There you go. We just did that. We just want to remove these colors, and we want to make a gradient from black. Make sure that this is 50%, and another black, but this time opacity 0%, so that we have kind of this faded. Right. So with this right here, we can, you know. So now that I'm seeing that I did not do anything, I did not do this curvature right. So I'm just gonna, you know, move it sort of around till I get it right. Don't worry if you go inside of this because we're gonna mask it out later on. But as I said, it's real important to nail it the first time. But if you don't, just don't panic because it's easy to fix. Oh, okay, careful. I'm all about this being perfect. So yes, that's me in a nutshell. You're annoying me. You know what? I'm just gonna do it like this, and I'm not gonna care because too much work. But guys, don't be like this if you do this for a client. Don't be picky. I mean, yo, take your time. For example, you get what I say. Alright, now where else would there be? Wait. Now let's just move these kind of like so that there's room for some more shading. Right, now here there would be another overlappy thingy with the A here, so we just want to go with the curvature of the A just like so. Yeah, this works. I think, right? No, it doesn't. I just like do it like so, I guess. Okay, and do it like this. Very well. Where else would we need some shading? I don't know. At the L here. Wait, what did I do? Pen tool, there you go. At the L here, so what we're gonna do is do this. As you see guys, you really got into a rhythm right now, right? You can tell where I'm gonna put them and where I'm not. Which is important, because you gotta feel the artwork if you know what I mean. Same here, there's gonna be some overlapping at the L right here. So we're just gonna do it like so. And give it a little bit of a curvature there. I said guys, don't worry if you make it too big. Because we're gonna mask it out later on. Same here, we're gonna go for the curvature of the L. Make sure you take your time because it's important. And make sure you have smart guides on. I'll show you how to load them real quick in a second. Come on. No one for me, please. There you go, nice one. There you go. As I said, it's important to take your time. So if you want to, to fast forward the video, you can do that. Nope, wrong. I did not see what I was doing. It's important that we give it the appropriate curvature because if we don't, it's gonna look bad. So take your time, do it perfectly. That's pretty much it. There you go. Now, something's wrong, right? These don't look really like shadows. So to fix that, first of all, we need to change the direction of the gradient on each of these shapes. And to do that, we have to do the following. Select all shapes with the direct selection tool, hit G for the gradient tool. And make sure you kind of think how the light is gonna come and hit the part of the shape. So I know that the light is going to hit like this, and we're kind of doing it like so, because it's gonna be this part shaded, Same here, selecting this, hit G, and you just want to think how the light is gonna come. So I think that this right here, this would be a good angle. Just like so. I think that looks pretty much good. Maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, that seems about right. Same for here, hit G. And with the gradient tool, kind of think how the light is going to hit this curvature right here. So I'm thinking at an angle like so, or an angle like so. What do you guys think? I think this would be a good angle. You're gonna see why I'm so picky about the gradient in a second when we're getting to the masking. So again, make sure you get it right. I think this works. If not, that's too bad. Here, again, think of the way the light is gonna come. Think of a good angle. This looks like a good angle. Maybe a little bit smaller. You know, maybe bigger. Not a good angle. Come on. Okay, I think that'll work. You're gonna see how and why in a second. Hit G. Yeah, that'll work. What else? This one. Make sure we follow the way the light will go in the natural path, you know. And here, shadow coming from BD right here. Okay, good. Now we want to get our direct selection tool by pressing here, and we want to select all of these shadows by pressing shift and left clicking on them. All of them. It's important that we select all of them and we don't leave any outside of the selection, and hit Ctrl G or Command G. That is going to group them. Now we want to go into Object and unlock all, so that we have our type unlocked. Now we want to Control C our type. Now click on the shadows, go into the transparency tab, hit on make mask, click on this square right here, hit Control V, press D to get the defaults, and no stroke. Make sure you kind of align it with the type. An easier way to do it would have been with Control F, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So in the transparency tab, we just want to hit Control F, and there you go. We have the things masked out. You see, there's a little bit of imperfections here, so we can just kind of nudge those by hand until we're happy. But for the sake of this tutorial, I think I'm gonna leave it as so. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna be too picky about that because I'm not doing it for a client, but you guys get my point. Now, to finish the thingies, what we want to do is go into the filter settings here and hit darken. And that's pretty much the effect done. But oh my god, it's so annoying that I don't have that mask. Let me just like adjust that real quick, because it just hurts my eyes. Okay, come on. Okay, there you go. I'm not getting any more perfect than this, I don't think. Okay, pretty good. Now you see there's some imperfections in the shadows, right? For example, this one right here. So we want to go back here, double click on it, so that's isolated from the group. Hit the G command, hit G while you have selected, so that you get the gradient tool, and you just want to, you know, move this gradient around so that we get that smooth shadow right there. Good. Here, this one, I don't like it. double click it, hit G, select it, sorry, first of all, and hit G, and I don't know, kind of get this, but kind of get that soft shadow how we like. There you go. Here's a nice little shadow here. It's what I don't like. Double click it, select it first of all, Jesus, and G, and kind of do it like this. So kind of draw the line but ahead, a little bit, you know, ahead, so that you can get this soft shadow right here. See what I did? Good. And when you double click on it, select it, hit G, and do the same thing. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit more. There you go. That looks alright-ish. And the one here. We want to take this a little bit ahead and draw a nice softish shadow. More. Okay, I think this should work. There you go. And this is our effect done, pretty much. So I hope you guys learned something new from this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you're gonna apply what you've learned here somewhere. I hope this, I don't know, taught you something new. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. And that's about it. Make sure you vote in the corner section above. There should be a poll in the card. And make sure you vote if this has helped you or not. It helps me understand what you guys want and what you don't, if I'm actually helping you guys or if I'm not helping you guys. So it'll be a big help if you guys, you know, just drop the like in the description below this video and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Make sure you vote in the card above. Please do. Make sure you check out other tutorials at the end of this video in the end screen. That's about it. I love you guys so much. Subscribe, leave a like, share this with everybody that you know that you're certain that they're gonna enjoy my content. That's about it. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next week with another tutorial or gaming video. I'll see you guys. I love you guys. Bye bye, and take it easy.